Hello! Uh, username here, sorry for giving you a heart attack. That's the appropriate response to hearing Cynthia's theme, to be honest with you. Let's see if we actually have Skyrim up on the screen. Oh, let's be right back. Yeah, for some reason it takes a few seconds for Skyrim to load itself on OBS, so we'll just wait here. I know you guys can hear it though, at least. But yeah, how's everybody doing tonight? I figured we'd continue going on with this playthrough and maybe beat it sometime soon. I guess it didn't save last night because I think we at least brought the book out. This game's always so loud when I boot it up. Go like there with everything. Hello, sir. Good to catch you live. Good to see you as well. Good to see everybody in chat. I wanted to wait till we got a few more people in the chat before we started, so. Okay, see, now I gotta mess around with the audio again, because I want to hear him a little bit better. Okay.
Aren't you going to read the book? I didn't go to all this trouble just to stand around admiring.
I'm gonna give him this, I guess.
Come back in a day or two, I should have the
Okay, I wanted to bring something up too. So I made the community post about switching Legends content over to... Wait, okay, what is that? What is that? Why did, when I clicked to chat, I was told not to be a bigot? It was not a personal attack, that's just a rule of the channel. So I made that community post about potentially moving Legends content over to the second channel. I do intend to stream Legends later today. So the plan for today is we're going to do a few hours of Skyrim, take a break, like a 15, 30-minute break, and then we're going to come back, we're going to do some Legends later. And the Legends that I have planned is Legends Bingo for tonight. So if you guys want to be there for that, that's going to be probably around like 8 p.m. I've got a whole bingo board set up, and should be pretty fun. So that'll be on here. We'll kind of get to, discuss a little bit more of what the people like about the Legends content, if they like it at all. And yeah, I think it'll be a fun way to kind of end the night. So anyway, that's the plan for today.
Oh, good. Be sure to say hello to
Yeah, but bro, it's test lore discussion. How am I meant to roleplay if I'm not being a bigot? Well, the cool thing is that you don't have to roleplay in chat. You can just be a normal person in chat. Since I'm heading into the woods, so I will not be able to catch the bingo tonight, were you still going to do the drinking game tomorrow? That's going to be the drinking game, is the bingo. That's the plan. I was thinking for either tonight or tomorrow, and I kind of settled on tonight. How long is 8 p.m. from now for you? Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Like 2.5 hours. Can someone drink a few for me? Yeah, I'm sure that we'll have a lot of people drinking more than a few. I always like this dungeon, this particular black book. But the thing is, I mean, it doesn't have to be a one and done type of thing. You know, we'll have the bingo board for later, so it can be something that returns. Do need to get some conjuration spells for like a flame atronach at least. Also, can we agree on the fact that Imperial lore is only bested by Nord and Dunmerry lore? Depends on what you're looking for out of the lore, I guess. Like, Imperial lore kind of falls off after a certain point. They haven't really been that interesting in the 4th era. Okay. Oh, fuck. God damn it. Yep, Butterfingers. What's your guys' favorite Spider-Man movie? Holy shit, this guy's almost killing me. Mine's probably Spider-Man 2. I do think people give Spider-Man 1 a bad rep. Really like Willem Dafoe in that movie, which I think is like everybody's agreed best part of that movie, but still, I think he props that movie up quite a bit. Most underrated is either of the TASMs. I think Amazing Spider-Man 2 is not good, but I do actually really like Amazing Spider-Man 1. 2, but I think 3 gets shit on too much. 3, you know, honestly, 3 for being a movie from what, 2009, something like that? Like, it's probably just as goofy as a lot of the other superhero movies that were coming out at the time. Like, Fantastic Four 2, probably a stupider movie than Spider-Man 3. Their interpretation of Venom was horrible, though. Oh, God. Into the Spider-Verse, if that counts. I was not thinking about that movie, but that movie is fucking awesome. I really wish they would release all the Spider-Man games back onto PC, or like Activision would let them go. Or be allowed to let them go, I guess, by Sony. Those old games were so good. Bethesda have the perfect opportunity if Test 6 is in Hammerfell. Redguards have lore, but it has never been deeply explored. Yeah, I mean, really the world is their canvas to do with what they please, you know? Let's just get this one out of here. I know a lot of people are interested in sword singing. Isn't sword singing, like... I don't know how that would be implemented. How would you make sword singing feel different from bound sword? You know, you could make it like fucking Yondu's arrow from Guardians of the Galaxy. Have a sword like swinging around. You summon it and it's like slashing people. For someone that grows up with that movie, Spider-Man 3's Venom was venomous, almost acidic. Spider-Man 3's Venom is a poor example of that character for sure. My favorite Spider-Man thing ever is the Spider-Man 90s show. Oh, hello. How do you make Breath Fire Shout different from a fire spell? I mean, I would say that that's pretty distinct because it covers a wide AoE, is what kind of changes that. I don't know how, like... Because isn't sword singing you just summon a sword? Unless I'm, like, totally misinterpreting that piece of lore. do hope the PC is just a talented nobody rather than a chosen one or having this ultra power. I don't mind if we're like the chosen one again. It's not my favorite thing. Wow, Reichling spears shoot. They have less distance they can go. That's interesting. Never knew that. Want to see stone/sand magic so bad. Oh, that'd be sweet. I really like the ash magic that they included. I mean, it was really like ash summons in this game, but I thought that stuff was really cool. I like the idea of pseudo sword singing as a one-button ability that you unlock more options for throughout the game. It'd be cool. I mean, adding like a skill tree to your abilities could be kind of interesting. Oops. Reminds me of something like spectral weapons. Yeah. Oh, like from D&D. Spiritual weapon, maybe. When do you think we will have news about Elder Scrolls 6? I think news will come within the next 2 years, but I don't think the game will be out for a while. I mean, Bethesda has to know they're cooked if they don't have any information for us, at least, about Elder Scrolls 6, so they gotta give us something. I hope they remove carry weight in Test 6. I do too. I don't think carry weight adds anything to the game. Like, it's kind of just obnoxious. I know that their games let you pick everything up, but I'd much rather have a system like... I don't know, if you guys played Prey, they have an inventory management system, kind of like Resident Evil, where your inventory is... it has like a certain amount of spaces, and you've got to sort of manage where those spaces go with the items that you pick up. I wouldn't mind something like that, but it would have to be pretty big to keep everything in there. But yeah, just in general, I don't think carry weight adds anything other than like, I guess I'll have to come in this cave later to grab this thing instead of now. It's 5 years of not giving us something, so who knows? Yeah, but they've dropped the ball so many times. I think they straight up have to say something at this point. Like, nobody's happy with Bethesda. The poor people that, like, bought Starfield and didn't refund it. I want throwable bricks as handheld projectiles in the next test. I just want a game that has a throwable brick as the main option. That'd be sick. I like how Flash would bully Peter Toby. Or Peter Toby was almost 2 times taller and more built than Flash. Yeah, that Flash had frosted tips and everything too. He just looked like a dickhead. What's the aim of this? We're just hanging out and chatting. I'm kind of trying to get all my skills really highly leveled, but not taking it too seriously. I really want to beat Mirak, that way I can get these points out of light armor that I had, because I'm trying to do more of like a one-handed shield type thing. But yeah, not really anything too crazy. Any personal expectations for Test 6? I would like it to be able to run. That's my biggest expectation right now, is like, hey, can I run this on my PC? If I can do that, I'll be kind of happy. I'm just like of the mindset that that game's not going to be good, so I don't really care about the details of that game. Like in my video that I made about stuff I would like to see included in Elder Scrolls 6, it's more of like, this would be neat. It's not like, if this isn't in the game, I'm going to riot type stuff, you know? Howard seemed really happy presenting Starfield, though. Well, I am glad that he could find some joy in his life. It'll be like a year before release, nothing sooner, that we get news about it. Probably. That's their typical thing. I just think they've been pushed to change that. Like, their formula is so annoying. at this point. I've heard that your spirit can be forged into any object, not just a sword. That's cool. Here's the boy. We can't skip his dialogue, so we're gonna have to listen to him. I love him though, he's great.
Or later.
What would the plot of Elder Scrolls 6 be? I have no idea.
You have entered my
Probably something to do with the Thalmor.
You have sought out the forbidden knowledge that only one other has obtained.
My main idea for what I want Test 6 to be about, I will tell you, I did not include in that video, and I'm not going to publicly talk about it because it's my, it's the plot for my D&D campaign that I'm going to be running. When did Bethesda's reputation turn? Probably around Fallout 4. It's gotten really bad since 76, though.
To use your power as Dragonborn, to bend the world to your will. Here then, use the knowledge you need, although you did not know you needed it. The second word of power. Use it to bend the wills of mortals to your purpose. But this is not enough. Mirak knows the final word of power. Without that, you cannot hope to surpass him. Mirak served me well, and he was rewarded. I can grant you the same power as he wields, but all knowledge has its price.
So what's your price for the final word of power?
Knowledge. For knowledge. The Scar have withheld their secrets from me for many long years. The time has come for this knowledge to be added to my library.
Curious about the scope of Elder Scrolls 6's world map. I hope it's, I mean, I've said this in every stream, I think. I hope it's just one province. Even a part of a province would be fine. But I don't think they can do two cultures at one time. Not current Bethesda. More excited for Beyond Skyrim Cyrodiil than Test 6. That's totally valid.
And then,
How do you feel that armor reduction is capped at 80%? I mean, I think it's just for gameplay purposes, you know? It'd be kind of OP if you were, totally immune to damage. Which normally I'm a proponent of letting people be OP in single player games, but you know, total invincibility is kind of busted. Elder Scrolls 6 better have more magic. Yeah, I don't know why they decided to to make the magic system so diluted in Skyrim, because you might say that it's because the Nords aren't like good magic wielders, but you just need to look at Nord lore to know that that's not even true. Like Archmage Shalador, you kidding me?
You're still acting surprised.
Okay, we're gonna skip through Neloth.
Well, that gives me something to think about.
Leak said the main plot had to do with Nocturnal and a group of Void Gods. I hope not. Don't make Nocturnal a villain, dude. ESO made Nocturnal a villain, and I hated that. That was one of my least favorite things. Like, I enjoyed Somerset for the most part, but making Nocturnal a villain was insane. Watch when Elder Scrolls 6 comes out, people will immediately finish the main storyline, then turn around again and play Skyrim, probably. Oh, I missed. Aren't all Daedra villainous by nature? I don't believe that. I think that's lousy writing. All Daedra are agents of change and somewhat of chaos, I guess, because they come from the blood of Padme, but that doesn't mean that they're inherently bad. Maybe not trustworthy, but like the way that they did Nocturnal in ESO was they made her straight up try to take over the world. Like, I don't see Nocturnal as that type of deity. I see Nocturnal more as like a... Like, the way that I've always interpreted her is that she actually enjoys mortals. She has the Twilight Sepulchre with the... the Nightingales, right? Like, when Emmer Dareloth steals her cowl, she doesn't kill him, she curses him. You know, she kind of toys with him. She's not someone who I ever saw as a conqueror or someone who's like power hungry. I believe it's even stated that Nocturnal's like alleged to be the oldest of the Daedra, and I've always seen her as like this enigmatic, powerful force that kind of sits in the background more than anything else. Isn't she like the mother of the Thieves Guild? Every branch of the Thieves Guild's different, but she's a patron to all thieves. That's another thing too. Like she's not. This is what I mean though. She's like somewhat benevolent towards mortals in a weird, twisted way. And so her trying to become like, you should look up the image of it. It's so dumb. Her trying to take over the Crystal Tower as a big giant god, and it's just like a gross misunderstanding of the character. Let me scroll back up. I missed some comments I wanted to read through. If you could choose one Morrowind class for yourself, which would it be? I've always been more of a warrior type player in Morrowind. I just enjoy that playstyle a bit more, I guess. Apocrypha sounds like heaven. World filled with lore books and infinite knowledge. That would be nice. How are you doing? I'm currently working on a story for YM characters in Skyrim, but I'm writing like it's their personal journal and write down the day and the month, currently the 30th of Frostfall. That's a cool idea. I like that. What were the Skull secrets again? Something mundane, right? Yeah, it's about like this... I don't even remember. It's very, very insignificant in the grand scheme of things, but Hermaeus Mora is very petty about it because he feels like they're not giving him his knowledge, and he kind of craves all kinds of knowledge, which is a super interesting thing, like that he would corrupt somebody's life. Oh, that sucks. Just for like grandma's mac and cheese recipe, you know? I really like that idea of him. Okay, we'll just let that guy go. He's he's having a rough time. Yeah, the lack of magic in Skyrim feels like nobody cared. Some Daedra you cannot make villainous, similar with Sanguine. Yeah, Sanguine, absolutely. Don't make that guy a villain. I mean, you can make him like, you know, dangerous. I think we should bring back the Daedra being dangerous. Sanguine could be very dangerous, right? Think about getting, you know, drunk on revelry, that type of stuff. But I think he was portrayed fine in Skyrim. The biggest downfall of Sanguine in Skyrim is that they used a default Dremora as his player model. That was a little bit upsetting. Depends on whether or not ESO is canon. They've said that ESO is canon. They've said that before. Actually, if you follow their Twitter account, ESO posted on April Fool's that everything in ESO was not canon. And so that was pretty funny. But the big thing is that a lot of the fans don't think that ESO should be canon. I personally don't like some parts of ESO's lore. Other parts I think are good, but I think their quality control has dropped over the years because they have this feeling that they need to make a DLC every single year, which makes sense for an MMO, I suppose, but I feel like they're producing lower and lower quality content every single time. Okay, yeah, we gotta go cleanse the Beast Stone. She's titled as an Urdra, meaning she's like one of the oldest. Yeah, exactly. No. Do you think the writers mixed her up with Sithis? I don't think so. Like the ESO writers do write some pretty esoteric stuff, so I think they're familiar with the world building and stuff. But even Sithis wouldn't want to. I don't think he would want to completely destroy everything. Like whatever the fuck she was trying to do in that DLC was ridiculous. She was like trying to collapse the Crystal Tower and take over the Somerset Isles. It was whack. I think it's because they didn't want magic to end up making the shout mechanic irrelevant. Maybe. I was disappointed with Dagon's depiction in Skyrim. He isn't naturally villainous. He's the god of change and ambition. I don't see how that relates to the killing of Silas, unless he wants. Yeah, when he was like kill Silas, I mean, he is the god of all that stuff, right? He's the god of change, of revolution, all this cool stuff. That doesn't mean that he can't have a wicked personality, though. Just because his spears are like this and this. Like, he can just be an asshole. And I think he's proven time and time again that he is, in fact, an asshole. So, people often cite the, like, oh, well, he's not the Prince of Destruction, he's the Prince of Change. No, he's both. And he's also got a terrible personality. So, he does kind of suck. I would like to see a more nuanced Dagon, but I think, we've got two of the Daedra, like 2 out of the 17, or I guess 18 now with the Thalia, or Alethea, I always forget how to say it. We got 2 out of the 18 that are definitely evil, and that's Dagon and Molag Bal. And that's probably all that we need. And then we've got some that are just unsettling and gross, like Namira. I don't know why you would become a Namira worshipper. Just a disgusting quest. Which Elder Scrolls game that you played would you take onto an island? Mods included? Well, I don't ever mod anything. So it would probably be Skyrim, because I think I could enjoy Skyrim the most just playing it. Oh, I need to get the tree stone. I forgot about that.
As shaman, it is my duty.
Think of Jigalag or even Sheogorath. They're not necessarily evil. No, Sheogorath I think is a great example of how to be nuanced with a Daedric Prince. They just aren't. They're never nuanced with him. They make him the funny cheese guy. That's been his role in the Elder Scrolls for about 15 years now. So I think they should really bring back Sheogorath being, honestly, being a bit more villainous. He deserves it. Really, this one's still... would you rather live in Sheogorath's realm for a week, spend an evening in Hircine's realm, or strike a disadvantageous deal with Clavicus Vile? Evening in Hircine's realm, for sure. I do not want to spend a week in the Shivering Isles. That sounds awful. My brain would probably melt. Okay, what is this Talk to Storn shit? I didn't like the idea of dragons returning again in the ESO Elsewhere DLC. I thought... So, with that DLC, in lore, it's supposed to be, I think, like 9 dragons that break out. It's really not that many. It's a very isolated incident. For gameplay reasons, because it's an MMO. Oh, there we go. Yeah, for gameplay reasons, because it's an MMO, they had to include some big event-like thing. So, there's random dragon attacks that happen, and you can group up and kill those dragons. But really, I think you open the halls of the Colossus and there's like a handful of dragons that come out. It's only really like a few. So I don't mind that as an idea, but I do think it was a sign that ZeniMax Online was kind of losing their player base, and they needed something big to get the Skyrim fans to come back. Like, you can see this trend with them. ESO Vardenfell, or I guess they just called it Morrowind. That was their first chapter, and that chapter I thought was really good. It included some derivative parts from Morrowind, and it was kind of nostalgia bait. But also with that DLC, they like completely redid the way that Vardenfell looked to make it distinct. I'm gonna walk away from him because I'm trying to talk. Yeah, they completely reworked the way that Vardenfell looked. It looked significantly younger. You can go to Vivec City and it is under construction. Like, it looked that it was about 1,000 years before Morrowind. It was a very, very cool thing that they did. And then they released Somerset, and Somerset I thought was cool. Like I said, I had problems with the way that Nocturnal was handled in that DLC, but uh, but yeah, it wasn't the end of the world. I thought that it was cool. For some reason, though, it didn't sell very well, and you can probably figure out why it didn't sell very well compared to Morrowind. Morrowind was nostalgia bait, but it was good nostalgia bait. Um, Somerset was not anything nostalgia bait. Their tagline for that DLC was, "You get to visit Somerset for the first time since Arena," and most Elder Scrolls fans were probably like, "Well, what the fuck is Arena? Like, why would I care about Somerset? Most people don't even like the High Elves." So that DLC didn't sell well. So then they're like, okay, well next what we're going to do is bring dragons back, and we're going to set it in Elsewhere. So we'll get the people that think that the Khajiit are funny to come, and then we'll get the people that played Skyrim, and then, they'll be hyped to see dragons come back. And then the one after that was vampires in Hjalmarch, which we've seen that before. That's just a revamp of the Dawnguard DLC, basically, to get more Skyrim fans in. And then after that, they decided, oh, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna have Mehrunes Dagon invade Cyrodiil. That's nostalgia bait for Oblivion people. So you'll see that their DLCs kind of follow this cycle, and it's not been great for the past little while, in my opinion. ESO will do stuff like that about determinism with Sotha that's so good. Or then have the discussion about determinism with Sotha that's so good. Yes, ESO is a big mixed bag of lore. I totally agree. Okay, we gotta read the book. We're about to kill Miraak. It's crazy. What is it? Waking Dreams. What kind of hero would be for Elder Scrolls 6? I have no idea. I would hope no one in particular, just like a regular guy again, but... Isn't Sithis evil? Sithis is more of like a primordial force. He's not really evil. I'd say Boethia is quite evil too. Again, though, she kind of favors the Dunmer, which is interesting. Like, she wouldn't ever be like a mustache twirling villain evil. Her sphere is very evil, but yeah, I don't think that she'd ever try to, like, I don't know. She's more like, again, she's invested in mortals. She thinks like a contest of might is very interesting. So I think a lot of the Daedra are amused by people. And she's definitely one of them that I read that way. Her quest in Oblivion is just like a gauntlet of people, which is cool to fight through. I'd throw Clavicus Vile in as a third straight-up evil prince. He's pretty insane, yeah. Clavicus Vile's like a lesser degree of evil. He's not like scary evil. He's just kind of an asshole. Bro promised a cure to a dude's daughter, or to a dude's daughter lycanthropy, and gave him an axe to kill her. Yeah. Yeah, and he turned all those people into vampires because they asked for eternal life. Play Elder Scrolls but never use mods. I played on console for probably 10 to 12 years. So, yeah, never had mods available to me, so I never used them, and I just like the game this way now. When they added mods with the special edition, I used to use them from time to time. I think they're fun, but like, I kind of put it like this. I like to draw a lot in my free time. And a video game is, in its own sense, a work of art. And I like to think that, if I finished my art, if I finished a drawing of mine and I showed it to people, And they were like, oh, this is really cool. And then they added a bunch of stuff onto it, and they were like, but this is better. And then everyone started playing the game with, or looking at my drawing with all of the stuff that was added to it, and talking about how it's so good. That's no longer my drawing. That's no longer my art. Like, other people have done stuff to it. But I don't think mods are inherently bad. That's just kind of the way that I view it. I think Boethia is just like Azura, just incredibly spiteful to those who have wronged her. Yeah, Azura's very spiteful for sure. I want the Daedric princes to come back as being very not tangible, like only hearing their voices. Yeah, they were very much like that in the previous games. I don't mind seeing them manifest. I think it's one thing that distinguishes them from the Aedra is that we get to see them. That's good. I finally got something I can conjure that's like decent. Do you think Alduin will ever return since his role is the World Eater and is needed to eat the world? I mean, I think he'll make a comeback again at some point maybe, but not in the games. I think maybe like in lore or in the future. Okay, kind of getting lost in here because I'm trying to read chat. Give me a second to get my bearings here. Okay, so we came in from here. Did we backtrack? Doesn't feel right that we backtrack. I've been through this dungeon so many times. Oh, there it is, over there. Azura also favors the Dunmer. Yes. Would you be interested in playing Beyond Skyrim, Bruma? I actually have played that. That was one of the few things that they added to console that I was able to play, and it was super, super good. I don't mind mods like that. Like a mod that's like adding a bunch of storylines and quest lines, I think those are totally fine and valid. I just think when people mod Skyrim's gameplay to make it like a Dark Souls game, that type of shit is kind of crazy to me. Like, just go play Dark Souls. I had somebody in chat a few days ago and they were like, oh my god, you're playing this game with vanilla combat? I'm like, yeah, that's the game. If I wanted to play a different game, I would play a different game. I don't know. My aunt isn't feeling well, watching her to see if she gets better. I hope she does. I think the architecture of Somerset was really disappointing. It's just high rock. Generic medieval European. I didn't think it was generic. I mean, I think it was kind of like, or I didn't think it was generic fantasy European. I thought that it was kind of generic fantasy high elf, I guess. But that's what you get with the ESO. You get like kind of rushed versions of these areas because I don't want to say rushed because that makes it sound like they're bad. If we get elsewhere for Elder Scrolls 7 or even 6, do you think they will bring back the Khajiit that looks so much like the Wood Elves? No, I don't think they will. I have a feeling they won't touch any of that kind of stuff. I mean, they have, like, in ESO's Elsewhere DLC, they do expand on the Khajiit, different Khajiit types, which is cool. Okay. I guess 2 bound swords could be good. Yeah, when I see people who have Skyrim modded to essentially be souls, it drives me mad. Like, each to their own, but that's essentially distorting the game's DNA. Yes, that's really more my point. Is I don't like mods that do that type of overhaul. I should clarify. Like, I don't mind some mods. You know, like light mods. Like, I had this mod on console where I would, walk into Whiterun and there's like a few more trees that are in the city and stuff. It just made things look greener. I had one like really cool lore-friendly mod that added Oblivion gates into every single city. They were like old Oblivion gates from the Oblivion Crisis. So they were like crusted down gates that were all over every single major hold, and I thought those were super cool. Have to head off now. Enjoy the bongo game, guys. See ya. I remember a Khajiit that managed to sleep with one of the Daedric gods and stole something from them and became a god to thieves for the Khajiit. Oh, this place. Yeah, I forgot about this place. Any combat mods I use, I try to keep as vanilla as possible. Basically just enhancing the base game. Total overhauls are so bad. Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, Skyrim's combat, like if we're being honest, is a little outdated, but I mean in the sense that I'm basically just mashing M1 right now and then I block occasionally, but it's not that bad. Anyone who's like, oh my god, you play this game vanilla, like how do you even do this, is just being dramatic. It's not really that bad. Oops. Hollow City isn't Deladil. It's originally intended to be, but they changed it. The only Hollow City I'm aware of is the one in Cold Harbor. Yeah, the Oblivion Gates mod. It is fun. It's cool. Makes it feel like the devs played the last game, so that's always nice. Oh. Wait, yeah, we were just up here. Am I going crazy? Oh, okay, over here. Thoughts on perk tree overhauls? Bethesda's been going in the direction of perks for a while now, so I don't know what they would do with it in the next game, but I don't know. I mean, we've got the skill trees and stuff, so. Oh, you mean for mods? Those are fine. Like, if you want to experience the game in a different way, go for it. I just think people that like only exclusively have played the game with mods, because I know, you know, the proof of that is when you open up Steam and you see that there are people who have completed like there's those Steam achievements. You can see the percentage of people who've beaten them, right? But you can't get them if you have mods. So if you look at the Unbound achievement, which is just leaving Helgen, there's a decent number of people who've never left Helgen. And that's either people who booted up Skyrim and never played it again after making their character, or it's people who've been playing with mods for years and have never genuinely done a vanilla playthrough of Skyrim. And that I think is kind of crazy. Like I think you should at least experience it vanilla once. But also, I'm very particular with my mods for Bethesda games. And I think it's just because I've got so much backstory and history with this series that I just like it the way that it is. I mean, that's my end thing. Like, I can give you as many preachy things as I want about mods, but at the end of the day, I just like the game vanilla. I don't really want to change it. I play Civ 6 with tons of mods, but those are mostly UI things and quality of life changes. Hello, hello. Ilya J, how's it going? Let's get the... Oh, I gotta redo the thing. I want to get the Frost Atronach out. I think I have enough Magicka for that now. I do. Good, good, good. There we go. Wish Bethesda did a good remaster of Arena and Daggerfall, like how we got those Bardtale games. Yeah, I think a remaster is the right way to go about those, but we already have Daggerfall Unity if you want to play like a really good version of Daggerfall. Which, that's kind of the reason that I think it's part of the reason that we don't get good Elder Scrolls content these days, is because Bethesda just lets modders do everything for them now, because they've been allowed to for so long. And, you know, one of the most popular mods on Nexus mods is the unofficial patch. Like, Bethesda does not have to patch their own game, because people will do it for them. So it makes them less concerned about releasing something that's good when they can release something that they know their player base will just play anyway. Or at least a majority of their player base will. Oh, you know what? I can summon my guy.
So
Summoned again.
let's make a deal. I do so love dealing with mortals.
Ooh, Conjure Secret, that's right. You switch to two-handed once you get to one-handed 100. I don't know if I'd go that far. I was thinking about two-handed. Greetings from Phone Free Workplace. Hello. Welcome to the stream, Aaron. Okay, I always mess this stuff up. So, this one's delving... No, this one's gnashing blades, right? Oh, not bound bow. Oops. Damn, actually bound bow's damage is holding up pretty well. Could just be that I've got decent points into archery as well. I usually run perk tree overhauls, more spells, creatures, armor and weapon mods, difficulty tweaks, but I try my best to avoid anything that makes things too easy or breaks immersion. Yeah, I remember this kid that I went to middle school with was telling me about this mod that he installed where he had lightsabers. He was running around force choking people. And I was like, oh, cool. Why don't you play Jedi Force Unleashed, or Force Unleashed? Do love the Dragonborn Museum mod. I do think they should make it easier to display your shit in Elder Scrolls 6, but it's really a creation engine problem that whenever you place something down, it rolls all around when you reload the area. And again, they're keeping the creation engine because of modders, because it's so easy to mod. Which is fine, but I think it does say something about their game design philosophy. I feel like there's a handful of people here in this chat right now that, like, if they announced that you couldn't mod Elder Scrolls 6, they wouldn't play it. It's pretty fundamental to the Bethesda experience for a lot of people. There we go. Decided to make my character a descendant of the Bloodfall Queen and the current mayor of the town you take care of in Elder Scrolls Blades. I think Blades takes place 30 years before Skyrim, is that right? Something like that. It's like 4th era. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't. Blades is another one of those things that's like a pretty indeterminate amount of time. Jesus Christ. Okay. Ah, Elder Scrolls Blades takes place 80 years before Skyrim. Okay. Guess I could get a sneak attack on one of these guys. Is it not crazy how Skyrim has only like 3 unique armor sets? Yeah, they have what? The Mask of Clavicus Vile is unique armor. I guess Spellbreaker is unique. Targe of the Blooded. What else? Ebony Mail. That's got to be about it for armor sets, right? They do need to make the diversification way better. Savior's Hide, yeah. Surprisingly more uniques than you'd think, really. Okay, come on. The sets itself? Oh, okay. Thieves Guild armor, Linways, and Ancient Falmer. I wouldn't necessarily call Thieves Guild armor unique because it respawns. You can grab it from the Thieves Guild, but I get your point. Linway's armor is somewhat unique as well, but other characters do wear it. I guess I would like more unique models for items. Like if Linway's armor had a unique model, that would be cool. It is unique in the sense that you can only get one, but like you can see other people wearing it. Same thing with the Deathbrand armor. Deathbrand armor should have had something unique. Even like one of the horns being missing off of the helmet would have been cool. Nightingale armor, yeah, but like 3 other people wear it also, you know? Give me something super truly unique. Ancient Dark Brotherhood armor, Deathbrand armor. It's a helmet from a cave near Windhelm. Archmage's robes, that's a good example. Okay, why is this Seeker permanently invisible, by the way? Oh my god. I swear to god, they used to not dodge arrows, and then they did some kind of an update to this game. I feel like 2011 Skyrim, they did not dodge arrows. Where's bro at? Dude. I hit him? Oh my god. Please. Thank God. Okay. Holy shit. I would say, like, ancient Dark Brotherhood armor, though, it's just Dark Brotherhood armor. There's nothing unique looking about it. Savos wears them? Yeah, but you get them from Savos after he dies. Mirax set then? Yeah, that's a good one too. They need to bring back leg slot, second ring slot, and pauldron slot. Agreed. Cicero and Titus Mead both have unique sets. Yes, sort of, but the Cicero set has his second one, called the Jester's set, right? And the Titus Mead robes, you can find those in the warehouse during the Thieves Guild quest. The armor set of the old gods. That is Forsworn armor that's been colored with enchantments, but it's just Forsworn armor. Like, you see what I mean? They don't have unique looking assets or models for many things in this game. The sets themselves, yes, but they're just enchanted pieces of normal armor. It wouldn't be that hard to make them look distinct, though. Like, you just, I don't know, you make some kind of a detail on them a little bit off, or you give, you know, a pauldron where it isn't on a certain piece of armor. You give the Deathbrand armor a cape. Stuff like that. Like, that would make it stand out, but as it is, it just looks like regular old armor. My favorite test race? Imperials. Sorry, I took a drink of beer. I should have muted my mic. Imperials, Argonians, or Dunmer. It's the Galder amulet. Yeah, there's a few unique amulets. There's what is it? The Necromancer's amulet. That's unique, right? Why do some dragons look different? It implies some kind of evolutionary change, but they don't reproduce. Evolution in yeah, the Galder amulet is just the ancient Nord amulet. You're right. What was I saying though? Oh, there's not necessarily, as far as I can tell, like actual evolution in the Elder Scrolls, but there are, like, you can see man, I'm losing my train of thought so badly right now. You can see, like, with the elven races, for example, they didn't necessarily, like, evolve. More so they had different interactions with the gods that changed them. So the Wood Elves got changed, like, by Ifra. The Chimer got changed by, well, really when they became the Dunmer, right? They changed, but I would say they were probably pretty distinct to, or pretty non-distinct from the Aldmer if you had them next to each other. I guess the Aliads, though, they have copper skin for no reason. Like, maybe there's some evolutionary something or other that took place with them. Malmur appeared to have evolved. Falmer evolved from the Snow Elves. They like, yeah, I guess they did. They were more tricked and poisoned. Do you think there's a chance we could see Atmora or Pyandanea? Probably as an expansion. I would like to see them at some point. I think they'd be really cool cultures to explore. Maybe not Atmora. Atmora seems like it's kind of done. Like, there's a reason everybody moved on from Atmora. It's probably a frozen shithole, but with the Aliads, their skin tone just changed due to Cyrodiil's climate. It's possible. I just don't think you'd ever hear the word evolution in Elder Scrolls itself, you know? But maybe, I don't know. Aliens are Altmer with a tan, pretty much. The music messed up? Sounds normal to me.
I will look for a spot to land.
No, not yet. We should greet our guest first.
Okay.
And so the first Dragonborn meets the last Dragonborn at the summit of Apocrypha. No doubt.
If we got a DLC that is focused on a Daedric Prince realm like the Shivering Isles for Elder Scrolls 6, what realm would you pick?
Now I will be free of him. My time
That's a good question. I'd have to think about that. We've actually seen quite a few of them
and thus
in
subject
ESO.
to my full power.
I wouldn't mind to see Vermina's. I think that'd be cool.
You will die,
A Dreamscape
and
or
with
Nightmarescape.
the power of your soul, I will return to Solstheim and be master of my own fate once again. Cruising ground.
Oh, okay, fighting. Guess I should do shield. Nice ward, dude. Maybe Howard doesn't subscribe to Darwinism. That'd be kind of funny.
So easily you betray me.
Prions are known to exist? Molecular... What is a prion? I'm not familiar with that term. Oh shit, I'm dead.
And so the first Dragonborn
Meets the last Dragonborn. Alright, I gotta use my heals even though I don't want to. I guess I could use Oriel's bow with the sun hollowed arrows finally. Is that only to undead? Or do the... Yeah, okay, undead take triple damage, but we're gonna use this. Apocrypha was the coolest place in Skyrim. Overcoming its otherworldly challenges really makes you feel like a force that nothing can stop. Yeah, it is very cool. The dungeons are very well constructed, I think, too. We've never truly seen Peryite's realm, so I'd be curious. Granted, Peryite fascinates me. I think Peryite's really interesting, too, because he, because he's implied to take the form of a dragon as some kind of an inside joke between him and Akatosh, or I guess maybe against him and Akatosh. So I think that's kind of funny. Can I use Bend Will on this one too? I've never tried this. Dragon resists your voice. Okay. Never tried it. We're gonna have to level up. Oh, we're close to leveling up again. That's actually kind of huge. Okay, so one-handed's all the way up. What can I do to make this fight easier? Probably not a way that we can get him to drop his sword, is there? Level up something in heavy armor. I don't think an armor bonus is really going to change that much either. I'll just use the Black Soul Gem. Trying to think of the easiest way to go about this fight. I don't really think that this is going to do anything to him, is it? Unrelenting Force. It's not going to knock him down. I don't think Cyclone's going to knock him down. Call of Valor sucked the last time I used it, but, I mean, might as well use my shouts, right? Okay. What do you think your first character's build will be when Test 6 comes out? Probably Sword and Shield. It's my most preferred playstyle. Although, you know, Stealth Archer's a classic. But I just enjoy this way of playing. Okay, I hate Frost Magic. I hate it. I hate that it slows me. Let's use this. Are there dragons in Apocrypha? Oh, someone probably let them in. That might be why that one looks so so weird too, because it's like an ancient dragon or something. No frost resist? It's not even the frost damage, it's the fact that it slows you. Alright, we got the level up, we're good. One shout I used a lot was slow time. Slow time's awesome. Trying to get that restoration to 40 also. The only realms I have seen with any regularity been Cold Harbor and the Shivering Isles. Shivering Isles is used a lot in ESO. Sheogorath's like the main villain of the Mages Guild questline in that. I think he's actually like, I really don't like the voice actor, but I think he's pretty well done in that game. Okay. GG. Roach, how's it going, man?
Did you think to escape me, Mirak? You can hide nothing from me here. No matter. I have found a new dragon born to serve me.
Good, how you doing? I am doing just fine.
As I
Mira, harbored fantasies of rebellion against me. Learn from his example. Serve
Yeah, the
me
animation's not great.
faithfully, and you will continue
Did you guys know they
to
didn't
be
even bother to
richly
give Mirak a face?
rewarded.
If you take my boy's helmet off, it's a different randomly generated Nord face every single time. Like, they did him so dirty. Okay, we need to take this stuff out of the light armor tree. 3 perk points back, thank you. Honestly, I'm probably fine with everything else. I don't think I have many points in places I don't want them, but those 3 points were really bothering me, so I wanted to get those out. Now we can maybe reallocate. I don't mind having points in sneak either. But maybe, yeah, maybe I'll change that, since I'm not really using that. Yeah, luckily he left behind his weapons and armor. So true. Oh, you know what? I wanted to take my points out of one-handed because I'm not dual-wielding, and I put that dual-wield perk in when I was doing my daggers. So, do that. Take those out. Okay, sorry. Had to go for a brief second. Is this completely vanilla Skyrim? The only added things to this game are Dawnguard, Hearthfire, and uh, the other one, Dragonborn. Okay. Is Mora's reason for wanting a Dragonborn champion ever explained or hinted at? Doesn't really seem like it. Oh, we gotta get the Decapitate one, of course. Playing with no mods in 2024. Yes, I am. I feel like I almost need to put an auto-generated message about that. Okay, we'll get all of our block points, because block is funny. And this. How am I doing today? Welcome, Peace. I'm doing well. How about you? Are I winning? I am winning. We just killed Mirak, actually. So we're going to head on back. Skyrim isn't a game, it's a game engine, and the real game are the mods. See, that's the mentality. That's why I think a lot of people don't care about the lore.
I can feel
What's
it.
up, Freya?
The trees don't. Does that mean? Is it over? Is Mirak defeated? Thank you.
I'm no fan of the sun.
One more thing, Skullface. I know it is not my place. As Shan, while you are not
I'm doing Time Theft at Work by watching this stream. Awesome. Time Theft at Work is based.
My father was a nobleman.
I think Mirak offered himself to Mora to protect himself from the wrath of the dragons he betrayed. Well, I don't think so, because he betrayed the dragons in service of Mora. Like, he turncoated on them to serve Mora, so it wouldn't make sense for him to turn on them to serve Mora and then pledge himself to Mora to save himself from the people that he turned on. Playing Skyrim on the Switch which has some CC content and exclusive Zelda content. Yeah, I only play Special Edition. I don't even own the Anniversary Edition on PC. we do bend will on this one? It looks like it's been fixed. It's fine. That would essentially be the message then, White Duke, yeah. I care about lore. I'm very picky about my lore-friendly mods. I do like lore-friendly mods. I think those are fun. It's just the vanilla combat and animations kind of suck. Well, yeah, but, you know, it's part of the game. People often forget this game is going to be 13 years old in under a month. So it's okay that it's kind of old and clunky. Like, going back to change the way that that old games play, I don't think is like, you know, the answer to anything. Like, I wouldn't want to play Doom 1, like the original OG Doom, if it was modded. I like the way that game feels. And it's kind of a fun time capsule of that game. I guess it's about time we go do the Shrine of Azura. We got so many little things we can do now. The game's so open. I guess I'll go back to Whiterun and sell some stuff. What do you guys think we should do next? We can do the factions. So I've started the Thieves Guild. We've got the Companions, we've got the College of Winterhold, and we've got the Dark Brotherhood as well to do. Are you going to play Skyblivion when it releases? Yes, I very much support Skyblivion. I think that it's a really cool project. I think all the effort that's gone into it is really crazy. Have you ever completed the Stones of Baranzaya quest? I have. That could be something that we do also. We could go find the Stones of Baranzaya. I could try to find as many as I can without looking it up. I know where a handful of them are. How will Elder Scrolls 6 resolve the Civil War issue? Could be one of three ways, as far as I see it. Imperials win, Stormcloaks win, or they do a truce. I guess Riften has the most. One of the stones is behind a 2,500 gold paywall. Yeah. Bro, I've been playing the game constantly since January of 2013. Yeah. I got this game in it was either 2011 or 2012, but I remember I had it pre-ordered. And for those of you that were, you know, old enough to remember this, Modern Warfare 3 came out like the same week or month as Skyrim. And so I remember talking to my dad because I really wanted to get Skyrim, but all of my friends were getting Modern Warfare 3. And so on the way to the store, my dad was like, you know, I was explaining like, oh yeah, well Modern Warfare 3, it's this game where, you know, I can play with my friends in that one. And then he's like, oh, and you can't play with them in this Skyrim thing? I was like, no, but you know, I'm really excited for the series because I was a big fan of Oblivion. And then he's like, well, I think you should get Modern Warfare 3 then because, you know, you'll have some memories to make with your friends on that. I was like, oh yeah, that's a good point. So we got to the store and I canceled my pre-order of Skyrim. And then like the people at GameStop let me get a copy of Modern Warfare 3 instead of Skyrim, which was a crazy thing for the GameStop employees to allow me to do. Like, they should have been like, hey, look, kid, Modern Warfare 3 is not forever.
How do you gonna buy everything I've got on display? Really?
I guess we can do this.
I'll teach you how to use it effectively and
Just
keep
train
you
all
on your feet.
of our light armor and then
Take a look.
sell stuff to her. Destroy the Dark Brotherhood? I would not mind destroying the Dark Brotherhood if enough people wanted to see it. Do I prefer one or two-handed combat? I like one-handed combat because it's more interactive. One-handed combat allows you to do bashes and blocking or offhand something, whereas two-handed you're just clicking M1 basically.
Come back when you're ready to spend more gold. Goodness knows I could use it.
That's all you need, Dragon.
Maybe Test 6 will take place at the same time as Test 5. I've seen a lot of people saying that recently. Is there a reason for that? Is that like a popular theory that someone put out recently?
No.
Because I've never seen anyone suggest that until the last month.
I can't remember.
Maybe I just haven't gotten out a whole lot lately, but... That is a popular theory I've seen. You can block or bash with two-handed weapons. Yeah, I don't know. I just think that, like, I guess I was talking more about shield stuff. Like, your blocking is never going to be optimal with a two-handed weapon, is what I mean. It's kind of better to just swing, I think. Full DPS. But yeah, that probably sounded pretty stupid when I said it. I remember there's a bug I dealt with on the Xbox 360 version of Skyrim where I think Vilcus or his brother... Yes, I had that. That glitch is horrible. It actually made me hate the companions for a long time. Because I thought they were bugged. I destroyed it once on an Imperial Knight RP. Oh, destroyed what? Oh, the Dark Brotherhood. Yeah, it's fun. It's kind of cool. I mean, it's a little underwhelming, but it's cool. First time I'm hearing about others theorizing like me. Yeah, I've seen that theory crop up a handful of times.
Releasing a captain.
I think that's very unlikely. Every numbered test game moves the timeline forward. Non-numbered games tend to backfill. Yeah, that's a good observation.
Pleases the eye, don't hesitate to make me an offer.
Okay, Grelka, got more jewelry for you.
Really?
Oh, damn. She is out of stuff to sell.
Come back when you're ready to spend
Sean,
this gold.
hey, how is everyone? I have a question. What are your theories on how you think the Alliance War ended? Ooh, good question. I haven't seen that one. Well, I hope you're doing well, Sean. I don't know how they would have ended, honestly. I've kind of have been theorizing they're just going to Dragon Break it away. So it might not matter. So I haven't really put too much thought into it. But I like that question. I'll have to think about that. Elder Scrolls 6 DLC will be about Nazim or his descendant taking over a part of Skyrim, forcing us to return and having to deal with it. I'm surprised that Nazim isn't in... Well, I shouldn't say. He might be in Elder Scrolls Castles, and I don't know, but... I was going to say I'm surprised that he's not in there. Okay, more ebony. Ebony and ivory. More straw. Nazim is in castles? That's crazy. I saw someone in the comments of that Castles video I made saying that I didn't give the game a fair chance because I didn't play it long enough. I'm sorry, like, if I don't like a game in the first, like, 40 minutes of playing it, and it's actually boring me to tears, I don't deserve to give it another shot.
Buy some armor and live to tell about it.
Nothing like the smell of a white-hot blade, eh? Looking to protect yourself?
Guess we can go sell the Desi.
Come see me again.
Be careful.
Are you feeling sick?
If you have any jewelry to sell.
How much does the Dragonborn Emperor in Skyrim benefit the Thalmor in terms of the war moving forward? There's a really good Camelworks video about this topic. I forget what it's titled. It's very, very good, though. It talks about how the Emperor might have assassinated himself, and the reason he would do that is in order to go down as a martyr and allow someone else to come in as like a champion for the Imperial race.
Travels land.
In Castles, I have Ulfric Stormcloak working in the kitchen. That's crazy. Thought they confirmed that ESO isn't canon after the latest Skingrad DLC. They made a joke post on Twitter during April Fools. That was what I heard of. Maybe they did confirm that it's not canon. That would be crazy. That would be a big announcement for them to have made. So I'll have to look into that. Because honestly, just like making it canon or not canon is something that needs to fully happen. I think Valenwood would be a prettier location than the Hammerfell Desert too. Yeah, I agree. I'm interested to see Hammerfell, but I'm not too excited to explore a desert, I guess. If they can do it correctly though, that'd be cool. But the Alakir area in ESO is not really my favorite to explore. I just want a non-human province again, and Bosmer are the coolest and weirdest. Yes, I agree. I think Bosmer would be a really interesting setting, especially with the Green Pact being enabled there, but I get that that would be difficult for setting a game there. So, I understand. Oh, we don't have any nails! Curses. Doesn't Hammerfell have forests too? It's more of like the Bankurai region that merges with High Rock. There are parts that are a bit more lush. Craglorn has trees and stuff as well. Delicious nails. Yum, yum, yum. Isn't it also kind of shitty that Mirak's mask just gives you 40 points increase to Magicka? Like, this guy's mask doesn't even give you any bonuses to shouting or anything. It's the only thing that explains how calm he is at the end, and also the fact that there's a whole other assassin on board the ship when you get there. Yeah, I think it's a rare moment of Bethesda actually writing something really cool. So you'll love to see it. I feel like they didn't need to limit themselves to just one province. Valenwood and elsewhere could have been bundled together as a location. Again, like, here's a question for everyone watching. What's your favorite Skyrim city and why? Like, just tell me maybe like 1 to 2 sentences. Favorite Skyrim city or Oblivion city and why? I think we're going to go get the Black Star. So we'll go to Winterhold. We'll do this. The mask gives less bonus than you as an Altmer. Crazy. Windhelm because I get to see Ulfric up close. Cool. That's a good answer. Solitude because it's nice and there's children for my kids to play with. I love that answer. That's a great answer. Riften, it's cozy. Okay. So the reason I asked that is because Oblivion Coral, it's just comfy. I agree, I love Coral. Markarth, like the verticality and the reach in general. Anvil, beautiful scenery. Bias to port cities, also love Cheydinhal. Whiterun because it looks nice on a sunny day. So a lot of these things are just about like vibes, and I totally agree with that. But I really liked a lot of the answers I saw from people too. I mean, obviously your opinion's your opinion. I'm not like trying to rank people's opinions, but you know, like answers like I like the people there, or I like that you know, this, that, and the other thing. Bethesda is at its best when they have a small curated area for you to explore. So I think them going crazy big and huge with stuff is not the answer for their next games. Combining Valenwood and Elsewhere would mean you have a significantly higher number of cities to explore, which would mean that they'd take more time to make, which would mean they'd have less craft put into them. Like, I could go into Whiterun right now, and I'd probably look at every single NPC, and I could tell you just a little bit about that person, because they've made such a small little home of people there. And every NPC's got a name, you know what they're about, they have a quest usually. So the larger that they go, the more you lose that kind of stuff. I mean, look at Starfield, for example. Uh, it's a mess. So I don't really think that combining provinces is the answer here because their games are at their best when they're small. Now, Daggerfall is a totally different example because that game's trying to do something very different. But the point still stands that like Morrowind, one of the most beloved games in the whole series, is less than 2 gigabytes. Did you guys know that? That game's less than 2 gigabytes, I believe. Base game, like no mods. And it's got so much personality. Like every place that you go to, it's like, man, they really put work into making this a curated, personalized experience. The way that game is built too just totally helps. Why is this bow doing like no damage to this wolf? What the hell? Yeah, large as an ocean, deep as a puddle, for sure. I have shoe mods that are larger than 2 gigabytes. Yeah, dude. Morrowind is also just set on like 30% of the province. Yeah, there's so much of Morrowind that we haven't explored yet. My favorite Bethesda city is probably Diamond City, actually. Interesting. I like Diamond City. I don't think that it's like that attractive to look at, but I think it could have been done a little bit better. But as far as it stands, it's a cool city. I like all the NPCs there too. It's a very similar feel. You know, you've got like Mo Cronin over there selling baseball bats, like get your swada. You got the gun guy. Like, I don't know. They've all got their own kind of feel. Diamond City, I think the one thing is like I wanted there to be a little bit more to it. It does have a lot of character, yeah. People forget that Hammerfell have oases, temples, ruins, forests, beaches, and more. Yeah, that's true. It's my issue with Starfield. The NPCs are just nothing faces. Yeah.
Azura has given me the gift of foresight. I had a vision.
I think The Witcher 3 did a great way of making cities large scale, full of interesting NPCs and experiences. Well, yeah, you can do like what The Witcher did or like what Baldur's Gate does, where people walking by are just, you know, you don't really talk to them. They're just kind of like fixtures for the scenery, but then there's specific NPCs that you can talk to. Like, that would be fine. Hammerfell plus High Rock does kind of work IMO because of the Iliac Bay. Yeah, I don't know, but then like how many... You really want the entire Iliac Bay for one game? I don't want that. You ever watch Nurbit's Abraham Lincoln video? No, I have not. I could see them doing Hammerfell and adding a small part of another province in a DLC. Well, yeah, and they did that perfectly with Solstheim. Like, Solstheim feels like Morrowind, to an extent. I mean, it's like a good fusion of Morrowind and Skyrim. So, I think adding something in a DLC is a good idea, but like, I don't really think our answer to Bethesda's modern issues is to go bigger. I think we need to consolidate and recapture some of that Bethesda magic. Sadly, since Kurt Coleman left, I have little faith that Bethesda can do the lore any justice, but I'll probably get Test 6 regardless. Oh, I'm going to get the game regardless, but whether or not I'll like the game is up in the air. I'm probably going to like just having a new Elder Scrolls property, but if it's terrible, it's terrible. What's your verdict on Legends on the channel? I'm going to be doing a Legends stream later. We'll see how many people turn up to that, and we can discuss it further there. But I'm kind of leaning towards posting them on the other channel. I don't know. like, for you guys in chat, we've got 53 people watching right now. How many of you guys would watch Legends content if it continued to be produced? Somerset Isles is a possible setting. I mean, it's possible in theory, but I don't think they'd do it. There used to be a glitch over here. If you searched this skeleton, you read this book, it would duplicate within the skeleton. I don't know, I kind of hate Elder Scrolls Legends. Oh, it's still here. Yep. So the book duplicates. Every time you look back into the skeleton's body, look. Doors of Oblivion. This is an infinite money hack. I don't know why this happens, but it does. I'm just going to keep opening and closing, opening, closing, opening, closing, opening, closing.
Who's there?
You'd watch that. Love Legends. I would enjoy both the stream and more Legends in Legends. Totally agree. Never. I'm going to be real, I wouldn't watch it because I don't play Legends. That's fair. I do have a video on my channel that does explain how to play Legends if anyone's ever interested. I would finish up your tier vids. A tip about Ultimate Heist being able to take all their health if they have no runes has won you a few games. Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it seems like most people would be ambivalent towards it. Like, it's not like people would unsubscribe because of it, but I don't think that, like, for YouTube's algorithm type stuff, I was actually talking with Imperial Knowledge about this, and it was something that I'd considered before as well. YouTube's algorithm is going to, you know, associate the channel a certain kind of way. And if I have a lot of videos that are only at like 1,000 or 2,000 views, then that's going to be confusing for YouTube's algorithm. Like, why are people only watching some of this guy's videos and not watching others? And then it would push my videos further down in the recommendations for people. So I think, I mean, it's not like I would stop producing Legends content. It would just move to a different channel. And for those of you that are members that are concerned with the Legends videos for getting early access to them, I could still post them early access to Dareloth, and then I could upload them to Garden of Dareloth later. May end up being better for the channel to switch them to the other channel. Yeah, that's the main thing, really. I mean, for a while I was just like, yeah, I'm going to do Legends on the channel whether people like it or not, but I mean, I wasn't expecting to get to 10,000 subscribers, so it's kind of insane, really, how quickly all this has come about. But I don't know. I might go in the process of moving the Legends videos onto that channel, just so people know where to find them now. But I've got other games that I want to play too. You know, I don't think I would ever just make that channel about Legends. I would like to do other games as well. I mean, there's plenty of stuff that I want to play that I have in my Steam library, and I think we could have fun live streams with that type of stuff. You only play Sudoku and Pokemon emulators on your phone. Well, Legends is also on Steam, which is something that I think a lot of people forget, because they're like, my Android's not updated enough to play it. I'm like, well, good for you, there's no excuse. It's on PC. Can't get the Arcwind point word of power to work, but Infinite Doors of Oblivion, yeah. Classic Skyrim. Okay, I love when they're on like a staircase and you can't hit them. Also, okay, where the fuck is Serana? What is this girl's problem? Didn't know, might try it then, yeah. It's, I believe they said that Blades was going to be on Steam as well, didn't they? And then that never happened. They said Blades was going to be on console. I think they also said Legends was going to be on console, though, and then that never happened. So, I don't know. It's almost like Bethesda has a lying problem. Who would have thought? Or we could just buy membership twice. No, well, the thing is, Garden of Dareloth won't be monetized. So that is one perk of watching on that channel, is that we won't have ads running on any of the videos for you guys. So it'll be a little bit back to bare bones. And the requirements for getting ads on videos, I believe, is either 500 or 1,000 subscribers, and then you have to have a certain amount of watch time per year on your channel as well. So we wouldn't meet those for a while. I had one a few days ago. They got back up to 15 or 20 with no rune. You pulled it on turn 12 to win. That's crazy. Ultimate Heist is kind of broken like that. It's cool. YouTube doesn't like change of contents, or at least focusing on content that less people have interest in. Yeah. Well, Legends is very niche, you know. Enjoyed the chat and the stream. I'm going to play some Skyrim. I have a museum to fill. Good night all. Much love. Of course. Peace out. It's 1,000 subs, yeah. So, you know, I think I have 45 subscribers on the other channel right now, so it wouldn't be monetized for quite some time. And it took me a long time to get to 1,000 on this channel. So, yeah.
I'm sorry, could you describe the smell?
I'll sell just about anything if it's worth my
Horrible
time.
monster was turned inside out and then exploded. What did you do?
It was a minor miscalculation. I've already corrected it.
Can I ask about how long it took you to get 1,000 subs? I can check. I can check, actually. Let me see. Because I'm kind of curious as well. So, go here. Analytics. Subscribers. I know you guys can't see this. And we'll filter lifetime. And it does not like how long this is taking. I want to say it took me like a year. Something like that. I can't really see right now. The chart's being really weird. But yeah, I want to say it took me like a year or something to get 1,000 subs. Okay, hold on. I gotta go back to OBS. Okay, we're all good.
You don't look so good.
Is the Dragonborn in Test 5 expected to slay all the dragons or end the dragon crisis? I can't imagine they will bring dragons to Test 6, but how will they explain no dragons being present in Hammerfell? I think they should have at least a few dragons in the next game. I think that'd be fun. I mean, you could have Paarthurnax finally get off the mountain. You could have some cool lore about Paarthurnax coming down to teach mortals about the way of the voice a little bit more proactively or something like that. Felt like it got a lot of hate in the beginning. I know it took me until I saw one of your videos on my homepage to download it and actually try it. Well, that's good that I'm at least convincing someone to download it. Where is Nellikar? There he is. Yeah, I don't know why. I never heard any hate for Legends in the beginning. I was an early supporter of that game. I thought it was
Who sent you?
cool. I played the beta is what I mean by supporter.
You're working with the Daedra? You're working with the Daedra? A few coins. What do you know about soul gems? They are. As some of us wanted to find out how. Malin want it. Look, I don't care who asked you to find the star, but don't take it back to Azura.
Actually quite curious to see outside provinces viewed the Alduin crisis looking back on it. Yeah, no, for sure. I don't know how many people will even have known about it really, because the dragon issue is really seems like more of an isolated Skyrim issue. But we could definitely hear stories about dragons coming down into Cyrodiil and screwing with towns like Bruma. Do you have a favorite era of Test lore? Personally prefer the Redguard and Morrowind era lore from Pocket Guide to the Empire First Edition, like the weirder stuff. Well, Redguard actually takes place in the second era, right? And Morrowind takes place in the third era, like 300 years after Redguard. I think Redguard and ESO are the only two games to take place in the second era. Although there's a common misconception that Daggerfall is from the second era as well, because it's the second game in the series. Give me underwater combat back, Todd, please. What's the Galaxy Quest reference? Oh, era is in developmentally, not chronologically. Gotcha. I don't know. I guess probably Oblivion, Skyrim, that kind of timeline. Prefer the early 2000s pre-Oblivion lore. Oh, if you mean from, okay, you mean from lore. Yeah, you did say that. Yeah, I guess that time is probably my preferred as well, because it's the most interesting. Oh, okay, I must have missed that.
Here we go.
Dude, Serana... Serana's about to get fired, man. There we go, first decapitation. It's funny to me that most people started with Skyrim, so Nords are almost viewed as the default race. In Morrowind, however, they were pretty exotic. Yeah. Oh, dude. Frost magic can fuck off. Oh my god, I can't even move. Dude, if you're a Frost mage, lose my number. Free football, yeah. Any recommendations for items to make a mage build stronger? I would say don't use robes, for one thing. Use armor. You're going to want to stack the mage stone. And then you're also going to want enchanting to be relatively high. And by high, I mean you want enchanting at 100. You want to get, at that point, the 50% or 25% reduction on your magicka costs on all of your pieces of armor that you can enchant those on. And you can specialize in basically 2 types of magic while having a 0% casting cost for any of those schools of magic. So, very, very easy way to play a mage. God damn it. Just conjure bound bow for your stealth archer. Yeah, I did a playthrough like that one time. It was a lot of fun. Conjuration and stealth. Well, and then there's the one perk. I guess I don't need 35 copies of Doors to Oblivion, huh? We'll get the black market back.
So soon?
So soon.
I'm sure we can strike a bargain.
But yeah, mage builds, generally speaking, are pretty good.
I do so love dealing with mortals.
You just have to build them the right way.
I knew I'd find you.
The magicka balance is tough. Of doing a heavy armor mage with that exact strategy. Yeah, it's so insanely OP. Oh boy. No! That's my shtick. You can't heal. It's not nice. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Scared him off. You should probably be in bed. You're looking a bit
How much time do you think is going to pass between Test 5 and Test 6? I'm thinking 10 to 120, maybe 200 years. I hope it's 10 or lower. I don't want it to be that far ahead. Like, time skips are not... Time skips have happened one time in this series. Like, major time skips have happened one time in this series. Most everything else has been pretty fairly condensed. I'd like to spend a bit more time in this era of the Fourth Era and learn more about what's going on in this period than have another huge time skip. Scared him off, yeah. I love maxing out my illusion on my stealth characters. Yeah, illusion's super fun. There's that thing that makes all your spell casting silent. Super cool. Honestly, like, if we take a look at the magic skill trees, they have some really cool perk points. I really like this restoration one. Healing spells also restore stamina. That one's really cool. Alteration has one. I think it's the level 100. Absorb 30% of the magicka of any spell that hits you. That's super cool. Yeah, block 10% of a spell's effect. Super cool. I feel like Conjuration has something. I mean, really, all this stuff just affects bound weapons, so that stuff's cool. Yeah, Illusion. You can get Illusion to work on Undead, Daedra, and Automatons, which is pretty fucking cool. And then Quiet Casting is also very cool. So they've got some cool, like, passive perks.
What was that?
You know what, also, I do want to get the running jump attack, because that thing's fun. Do I have that yet? Yeah, I like the running jump attack. God, I need to get Spellbreaker at some point, too. I just have no stamina to fight in here. It's crazy. The illusion perk tree is very badly designed, IMO. Really? You think so? Stamina perk is clutch. Yeah, I need to get that shit right now. I need this to level me up. Admittedly, I rarely play as a mage because I like stealth and melee. I'm too dumb to break spellmaking in Morrowind and Oblivion. Oblivion spellmaking, in my opinion, is fairly hard to break because all the spells cost an insane amount of magicka. Like, the more insane the spell, the more insane the magicka cost. So, you have to be kind of creative with how you make your spells, but there's some, like, fortify acrobatics by 100 points or whatever that you can do, and it's basically like you just get to fly. And it's a very relatively cheap cost for some reason. School is fun, but the perk tree is very basic. Yeah. You guys ever get this glitch? Probably don't see that because you don't play in third person. Okay, now I need to go retrace my steps, summon this guy back, sell him the doors to Oblivion.
Sure, we can strike.
Sure, we can strike a bargain. Oh. Oh, he doesn't have any gold, because I guess it must have remembered. Buy some Daedric arrows, I guess. Damn. You know what?
So soon.
Oh, hold on.
Haggling with you
I'm just gonna buy this
is,
ebony armor.
entertaining.
Why not? I guess I do like the magic of regen on this, but fuck it. I need better armor. Oh wait, that's the same. Oh shit, it's the same level of armor. I didn't know that Falmer was the same tier as that. That's crazy. Well, you know what? Now I can sell him my books. That's all I ever really wanted. We'll summon him back. We'll have more stuff to give him.
Soon I shall return.
Spellmaking in Oblivion is the reason I always use the Atronach. The Atronach is such a fun thing to use. I remember finally like opening my eyes to how cool the Atronach was. Oh my god, dude. That spell is so annoying. Oh, I just quick saved right into her casting that shit at me. Dude, what is going on? Bro, this is untenable. I can't even move. See how you like frost magic spam. Oh, we can sell that to the mage.
Just scratch.
Did we just cut her head off with a mace? Excuse me? I like never use maces, but I haven't had the time to get a decent sword, so it's pretty funny. Although the Stalrim mace is goated. That thing's so funny. Juniper berries. How sweet on a girl from here. I wonder if Velod is still making mead with the juniper berries mixed in. Just started a file with the Atronach, but it's hand-to-hand and absorb health, because I wanted to make a character like Toguro from Yu Yu Hakusho. I do not know what Yu Yu Hakusho is, but glad you're having fun with it. The aesthetics of the Stalrim weapons and armor are peak, yeah. Of the Dragonbone Hammer, it's literally just a single bone. Yeah, that's also super funny. Wait, was there a book up here? Oh, Book of the Daedra. Do you have the locations of the 24 stones of Baranzaya memorized? I know, so every city, every major city has a few of them in there. So I know where all of those are, and that's like half of them. We can go get those really quick. I already got one of them in Whiterun. There's 2 in Whiterun, at least, that I can think of. There's 2 in Windhelm? Maybe just one. What the fuck, man? Oh my god, please tell me I saved. This ice magic is out of control. Okay, good, they're dead. I'm gonna have to deal with these clowns. Yeah, at least Serrano's there now, true. What? Okay, but where is she? What? Did I tell her to wait or something? Like, what? Dude, she's T-posing! What are you doing? what? What? This is what she's been doing this whole time? Dog. She is fired. You've gotten this glitch before? I've never gotten this glitch. I don't typically use companions. Okay, that should hopefully... Bro, it's like she just died! What? Is she back? No. This is not happening right now. Dude. Come on. I just did, didn't I? Yeah. This is insane. Oh my god. That is crazy. Well, who needs her? It's not like we're a very poorly optimized character build or anything. Lydia never does this shit to me, but Serana breaks all the time. It could be because Serana's like one of the only companions that interacts with stuff. More proof Lydia's superior. Well, we're gonna just go for it. I'm gonna wait 1 hour because I don't want to wait for my stamina to recharge. And we're just gonna sprint. Bob and weave. Bob and weave. Yeah!
Do your worst.
Oh wait, no, she's got the ward up. Oh no! I'm frozen in place. I can't move. I actually physically can't move. What the fuck is going on in here, dude? What? What? No, Serrano's not dead. It just looked like she died. Okay, now I can move. Holy shit. No, don't charge that shit up at me. Please. Oh, the skeleton isn't dying? Okay, different skeleton health bar. My god. No! No, 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 no. You can't have that guy behind you. This is not fair. Bro, get this guy out of here. He was not invited to this function. Oh my lord. I drank a bunch of stamina potions instead of that. Oh my god. Okay, okay, go, 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 go. No, the unofficial patch ruins so many fun quirks of this game. It takes out the Doors of Oblivion glitch, for example. Yeah, fuck you. God, that ice spell is so dumb. No, I don't want to do that. Okay, up the stairs. her this way. Try attacking Serana? I did. I shouted her. She fell over. Gotta take the Grimoire because it's cool as shit. And we'll take all this stuff because I've got a guy that I can sell it to.
Susu, you have... I can hardly wait.
Depleting her entire health. We'll see if we can do that when we load the next area.
Until...
Oh, she's back to normal. Maybe.
Yes?
Hmm. This quest is super cool when you get to go inside of the Black Star.
Stendar's mercy. Maybe this... It would mean cutting the star off. Give me a minute to examine the star. I'll see what we'll need to do. These fissures and cracks aren't encouraging. Malin obviously was growing more desperate once he left the college. He did it! He actually managed to trap his own soul inside the star, but it's falling apart. It needs more and more souls to sustain itself. The star is being used to sustain. If we were to... I understand if you need some... Okay, stand... Be still. This might sting.
Travel to Solstheim to fix it? Okay.
First, I'll need to grab hold of your soul.
Bro
Now,
just sat down.
take a deep breath.
My disciples have sent me a fresh soul. Good. I was getting... Why?
And who are you? This is...
It's my realm. I won't let you take it from me.
Oh, oops. Well, that wasn't the full shout, was it?
Malin's enchantments are broken. Hold on. I'm going to pull your soul
Jesus
out.
Christ,
Brace
man.
yourself.
This damage is getting out of hand. Jesus. Get me out of here. Oh my god, bro. What the fuck? They're still on my radar? Oh my god, dude. This game is insane right now. Oh my god. Dude, everyone's looking for these Daedra. Okay, oh my god. Bro never pulls you out soon enough. Yeah, that was crazy.
My job is...
I don't think I've ever been at such a high level, but such low power before.
I guess everyone just assumed I was because I'm a done.
Easy there. We've done it. The star has been... Go ahead. Congratulations. You've altered the fate of a Daedric artifact. Lived.
Bro's pullout game is weak, yeah. For real.
Wait, I know you.
Upgrade that armor. I don't really want to spend a bunch of time just like upgrading stuff. I kind of want to do stuff while we're streaming, you know? Smithing grind? Yeah. What level is my smithing? It's like 54. 56. I do want to go back into Waking Dream, so we'll go back to to Solstheim, not Sovngarde. Was my first spouse in Skyrim? I believe mine was with Lydia or the woman in Riverwood. My first spouse was Isolde, I think. But I don't really ever bother to get married in Skyrim. I think it's very like there's nothing to it. It's very hollow and weird. Spend an hour smithing nails and iron fittings. I would. You know what? I need to get my diseases cured. I'm gonna go pray to the tribunal. Average mammoth tusk enjoyer, yeah. I'm gonna pray to Azura after just having corrupted her star. Haven't bothered trying to get married in real life either. Yeah, it's a struggle, man. It's an uphill battle for sure.
One moment.
Find my pickaxe yet?
Dude, I had this guy's pickaxe and then the quest never updated, so I forgot to do it. It's rough. It's rough out here these days. Oh, he's just selling Stalrim? That's pretty cool. Yeah, I do want to go back into Waking Dreams.
He better give that pickaxe back to me, or else.
Let's get indoors, or in a cave.
I'm going to take out the sneak perks. Don't need them.
Spare some coin for
Want
a
to
lost soul.
just what you see here. The East Empire pendants are scattered all over. So
Looking for any potions? Ingredients? Alchemical supplies? If you're looking for any exotic ingredients, just ask. I might have what you need. I'm no fan of the sun. It would be better than this.
We do want to make Cure Disease, because those are just good to have. Have I made the Gamer Potion yet? It's the Blister Wart plus Wheat plus a Daedra Heart. I don't think I have a Daedra Heart, though. Alteration spells like Ebony Flesh with make a massive difference. Also the passives. Don't those only work if you're not wearing armor, though? Right? Oh, no, they don't. Okay, I thought they only worked if you just had robes on. No, there's a skill, though, in Alteration, isn't there? Yeah, protection spells like Stoneflesh are twice as strong if not wearing armor. Yeah, I might just start casting those, then. I mean, and we can get on our, oops. We can get on Gang Muffle. Wish we could craft clothes in the base game. Clothes would be cool. I see some people wanting to marry Serana, and I don't know why. Younger me wanted to, but I don't see that anymore. I think it's more just that she's the only person in this game that has any sort of emotion or personality to an extent that you can recruit. Like, I like Lydia, but she's a lot of stock dialogue, you know? But yeah, people using mods to be able to marry her is crazy. Man, there's no Bosmer woman to marry. Yeah, there's even a high elf woman, isn't there?
This isn't. Before I could. This is what I get for. Well, it might be over either way. It looks like.
Don't understand why they didn't add Serana in Legends. They probably planned to, but they got cancelled.
I don't know. Any luck?
Yeah, the Tailor in Solitude. Yep. That's the one. I don't even mod my game to marry her since it seems wrong because of her backstory. Oh, it's totally wrong. It's weird.
I think I see why now. Where'd you come from? Who's there?
Mr. Carrillo, good night, everyone. Good night. Hope you have a good one.
Where'd you come from? That'll teach you.
Nice to see another Friday Skyrim. Yeah, I'm gonna try to stream every weekend, I think, if I can.
Any luck? Well, now we'll have to sweeten the. I never get tired.
Nice Spanish, man. Gracias. Yo hablo un poco de español. Tomé 4 clases cuando fue en mi universidad. Something along those lines. Dos años de español. I like Spanish a lot, actually. I think it's a very fun language. Tell Mithrin. We could do the Neloth quest while we wait for this one. I think upgrading armor is probably a good idea, though. So, honestly, the easiest way to do that is going to be going back here.
Free again. Looking to hire a boat?
Oh yes, I remember now you were playing the card game on Spanish. Yes, I was. Favorite NPC of each game? I don't know. Dude, does anyone ever just open the map in Skyrim and just stare at it like you opened it to do something specific and then you just, like, zone out? I do that all the time. 2 years spent well, or 2 well-spent years, man. Cheers. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, they were fun. I enjoyed Spanish a lot. Oh, all these dwarven bows, that's right. Get the black market. You do that in life, yeah.
So soon. I'm sure we can strike a bargain. Until you summon.
It's an awesome mod that updates the map graphics. Well, it's not the graphics of the map that I have any problem with. It's just I've got so much I want to do in this game all the time, and then I open the map and I see everything, and I'm like, oh god, where do I want to go again? Favorite NPC from each game, though? Morrowind is interesting with NPCs. I really like Gentleman Jim Stacy. I think he's cool. Um, Morrowind is the game that I have the least time with, so maybe I'll go with him. Oblivion is very tough for me because I like so many characters in Oblivion. So it's very, it's very hard to narrow that down. I really like Owen in the arena. I really like Boris in the Blades. Lucian's a really good character. I mean, Martin is a really good character, obviously. So many good ones. Okay, time to nail spam. How good is Morrowind? Because it seems like an interesting game. It's really, really good. You should definitely give it a try. You just have to learn the systems of that game, like all the formulas and stuff. Everything is kind of based off your stamina bar in that game, so you're going to do things worse if your stamina's low. You can think of it like just being tired, right? If your stamina's low, you're going to be really tired, and then you're going to do things worse. So that's the rationale there. Morrowind story and immersion is top tier, but combat mechanics are hit and miss. Yeah, literally. It just works. Okay, how much money do I have? I got enough money. I'm going to go on an iron spree. I think we're just going to get our shit up to a decent level. So we'll go to Whiterun. Yeah, Martin Dareloth is probably my favorite NPC in Skyrim.
Got some good, the finest weapons and armor.
Ooh, I'll buy some ebony too. I don't have as much stuff to sell anymore though. Unfortunately. Never mind, I made a bunch of potions. You love transmuting iron into gold. It is super fun. I should go do that. I know exactly where that camp is, actually. I'll go do that.
Don't forget to...
Crazy your favorite Skyrim NPC is a Morrowind character. It's true. They really did perfect their writing on Dragonborn, then they said, yeah, we're not going to do that anymore. We're going to stop releasing content for 13 years. For Skyrim, that is. Sadly, I can't get Morrowind yet because I only have a Switch Lite, and for some reason it isn't on Switch. Well, the reason's probably because it's a like 22-year-old game, 23-year-old game. But it's good. I mean, if you even have a laptop, Morrowind can run on a laptop. It's like 2 gigabytes with the DLC. You can run Morrowind on your phone if you really want. I don't know how good it is. Yeah, Morrowind is pretty low stakes. So this is a testament to how good stealth is. I removed all my perk points from sneak. How bad would it have been if the Thalmor had gotten their hands on the Eye of Magnus? I don't even know what they would have done with it, to be honest with you. I mean, I can't imagine things would have been good, but I don't know how bad they would have been, per se. Okay, so that's the Silent Moons camp. I think it's more like over here. What are you talking about? He even states his goal is to unmake the world like all the Thalmor believe the world is trap. I mean, I don't remember that line of dialogue, but I don't know why you gotta be so aggressive, man.
Where'd you come from? Teamwork right there. Where'd you come from?
It's an interesting parallel to certain 1940s faction for that the Thalmor are always looking for magical artifacts like the Eye of Magnus and the Dragon Priest Mask. Yeah. Bound bow, bound bow.
That'll teach you.
It's like right over here, isn't it?
Let's move faster. The sun is... Let's... Great for my skin, if you know what I mean.
I swear to God, there's supposed to be an entrance down to the lower level, like right here, but I don't see it. Must be a different place.
Where'd you come
Picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
Something's not right here. Be careful. I think we may be in trouble.
It's the supposed goal of the Thalmor. It's never been stated in lore that that's what they're really doing.
Right there.
Oops. Would be nice to see an Aedra like Kinnereth or Akatosh to talk to the Thalmor to shut the fuck up and accept their gift of creation. Honestly, the Aedra should really get involved in the next game. I think that's one big thing that a lot of people do kind of agree on, is that the Aedra are not present enough. Even in the Knights of the Nine, they're not really that present. Yeah, I don't think I have a pickaxe on me. Honestly, Bound Pickaxe would be a goated spell. I mean, kind of the point is that the Aedra are basically powerless because they gave it up to make Nirn. Yeah, but I think they could have a bit more presence in the games. Like they're kind of I don't know. They kind of come across as lame, and then it's like, hey, maybe Mankar Cameron was talking his talk, you know, for a reason. They believe the only way to return to a theorist is to escape Lorcan's trap. Their stated goal is to unmake the world and return to Aetherius. And no one believes that his line of dialogue supports this. I don't really think the Thalmor have a stated goal. You can read the entire wiki page on the Thalmor. It is a fan theory here that you are citing. And like what someone said, it is very well supported, but it's not in lore. What if you could marry Nazim in Skyrim? I'd marry Nazir. Honestly, I'd marry Nazim. He owns Chillfurrow Farm, don't you know? Okay. I'm gonna go back to the manor, and then I think I'm gonna end things here, and we're gonna start the Legends part of the stream in just a minute. So I'm gonna go take a quick bathroom break. I'm gonna save here. If you would like to stay for the Legends, feel free. I'm gonna change the thumbnail. I'm gonna do a little bit of other stuff, and so I'll be right back. I'll play some music. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of the Skyrim segment. So I will see you guys in a little bit. It's gonna be less than like 10 minutes, so don't worry about that. All right, peace out.